All right, we are back here, 2011 PSP World Cup. I'm Matty Marshall. I'm up here with Davey Williamson, and we just watched Boston Red Legion take on X Factor. Right up now, we got Tampa Bay Damage taking on Chattanooga CEP. CEP lost to Infamous this morning, 7-1, and Tampa Bay Damage destroyed London Nexus. And Damage, they look great, man.
They always look good.
Yeah, they look real solid. They're not making any mistakes. They got some guys stepping up for them. I thought Holiday had a great game that first game. Dave Baines played well for them. But the thing is, you know, and you could speak about this, you've been on a lot of teams with deep rosters. A deep roster is such an asset at this level of the game.
Yeah, this is good because to that point, too, you've won your first three, and you can get your kind of your deeper part of your roster in the game now.
Oh, absolutely. And
we'll see how they come out, knowing they're already in tomorrow. They're already set, and Chattanooga's got nothing to play for.
Yeah, and you know that's why I'm excited to see this game. You know, CEP really. I like those guys a lot. I think they got the right mindset coming into first season pro.
Right.
They know they're going to take whoopings. They know they're going to get beat up. But they fought some really good games this year. They've won a couple matches. You know, it's funny. Every time they play the Russians cannot 7 them. They cannot put them away. You know, like it's just interesting.
Which is a funny little fact that you can't get beat 7-0. But yeah.
No, not 7-0. They just never can put 7 points on.
Okay.
And it's always close. You know.
Wow.
So yeah. So I mean, they're again the Russians are one of the best.
The Russians
teams out
probably
here.
don't scout them. They probably don't respect them. I mean, nothing against them. I'm just saying the Russians spend a lot of time on the bigger teams.
No, they definitely do. But, you know, they're pretty methodical. I'm sure they do scout them. But
all the props in the world to Chattanooga for coming to this level. A lot of these guys hide in the other divisions and sandbag and I don't know, tell people they're pro when they're not even pro. You know, you meet those guys around. I'm a pro. Really? What team did you play on? Because I've been there for 15 years. I haven't seen you around. Or you get, oh, my friend's a pro player. What's his name? Yeah, he's not pro.
Yeah. So, you know, props to Robbie Goldsmith and all the boys on Chattanooga for stepping up. I really hope to see them continue their pro journey. And then, you know, on the flip side, Damage, man, really, they won the last event, V Dynasty, and they just looked flawless this event. I think they're the team to beat here. Other than Dynasty 7-0'd both of the teams they played yesterday.
Right.
So I'm interested to see them play this afternoon. But
you guys got to put the Russians in that mix.
Yeah, of course. You know, people are asking me, who are your favorites?
And then you got Infamous as a wild card. You don't know what kind of hour you're going to get out of those guys. You know, it's like if they're going to play hard or what is going to have penalties going to happen.
You never know. I mean, exactly.
Are these guys going to make it off? Yeah, he's going to make it off. We'll see. This point, give Chattanooga all the props in the world for actually playing this year and continuing through the event. It's easy to pack your stuff in and be done. You know, it's like after you don't get any Sundays.
Yeah.
You have one win for the whole year. It's easy to pack it in and not play at all. Play hard.
Absolutely.
All right, what I can tell the player.
On the break, you're looking at is Dave Baines.
Dead.
Look at the intensity in his eyes right there, and there's El Yusuf. And El Yusuf's going to try to get in the snake. And look at that. You look on the Damage side, and everyone's got their guns up and rolling. And now you're looking at your screen, and these guys are stuck in their bunkers trying to even gunfight out of them.
Inexperience right there from Chattanooga. You got to have somebody watch the snake. Just one of you guys has got to watch the snake. But then Chattanooga guy makes the corner. He should see him. Oh. Tampa Bay Damage loses their Dorito guy.
Yeah, Damage right now losing, get
they
chopped
lose
up on the Dorito side.
They lose the guy off the snake and the Dorito guy, so it's 3-on-3, I believe.
Yeah, they lose El Yusuf, but it looks like it's Holiday.
He's going to come all the way into the snake with him. So they lose Dave.
Oh, and Holiday is clipped too.
Oh my God, it's 3-on-1 for Chattanooga.
Yeah, so I mean, it looked great for Damage to start off. Yeah, the point's over. As Timmy Props is the last player left alive, and
they're going to bonus ball him right off the field.
And Williams and Goldsmith. So nice job by Williams and Goldsmith for Chattanooga handling business over here on the snake side of the field.
Take nothing away from Chattanooga on that point, but what I feel happened to Tampa Bay was once you saw whoever the Tampa Bay guy was run all halfway down the field and dive in, you think, we got this, and everybody let up, and Chattanooga slammed the door shut on them.
Yeah, they did a great job of doing it.
You know, you got Dave running around back here like no one's playing paintball against him. Like it's his Saturday at his walk-on field.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's check out this replay real quick. And you're looking at El Yusuf and Dave Baines right there. Now Yusuf gets clipped, and then, you know, here comes Dave trying to make that move, and didn't really make the move very fast, and he gets clipped.
And I'll take another one.
Yeah, so, and then now there's no one on that side, so Williams and Goldsmith are just pounding down the snake side of the field. So nice job by CEP to go up 1-0 here against Damage, and Damage coming out flat that first point.
More important was that CEP lost the guy in the break. You know, they were down. They could have packed it in. They could have just been a game over, but no, they lost two guys too, I think.
Yeah.
And it came right back. And didn't give up.
And that's the tenacity I'd like to see. You see how these kids, man. You know, and we watched, you could just see the body language on that break. We saw the flip side. You saw Damage's break. And then you look over at CEP. CEP's all stuck in their bunkers. They can't even gunfight out. Baines is just beasting out.
Yeah.
And El Yusuf standing over the top of his bunker. And then a minute later, disaster strikes. You know, so again, that's they came out flat. You know, I mean, they came. I wouldn't. They didn't come out. They came out charging.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, just because you're over the top of your bunker rolling your gun doesn't mean that the guy's not just going to come out.
They came out like playing against a team that hadn't won a game all year. Like, they're just running around like, oh, we got this point.
Yeah.
Now the second squad will come out with a whole different mentality after watching that.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, you're looking at CEP in the first event of the year. Texas didn't advance, didn't win a game. They lost. They played a great game against Impact 4-5, lost. They got smoked by Dynasty 0-7. Ironman played a really good game against them, 6-7, and then Legion 3-5. So that's what I'm talking about. That's their very first event.
You got to be getting better as the event goes on. So what CEP needs to do is take this season, throw it away, and learn from it in the offseason, I guess. You know, take everything, take the scores, and just don't worry about them, and just learn from your experiences in the offseason.
Yeah, and then Jersey, they played a 3-4 game against the Ironman, 2-5 against X Factor, 4-7 against Vicious, and 2-6 against Dynasty. So they're competing, you know?
We'll see here right now. They got a 1-point lead.
All right, and it looks like going to be a power play for Damage. There was a penalty, it looked like, assessed on CEP there, the very last part of that game.
How did Damage get into the 50 snake? In fact, that guy's eliminated. Unless the rules have changed, you cannot dislodge a bunker and still be alive.
Well, yeah, he's doing the dance behind there to try to stay alive as the bunker finally gets righted, so...
And they've just lost, CEP has just lost their whole Dorito side.
Yeah, they're coming off in bunches.
And then it's all of a sudden, everyone's a hero. Here we go.
This is
Agent Smith right here.
Well, there's Smith. Yeah, Smith's amazing. But you know this is a new pickup here, Brown for Damage.
He's been around for a little bit.
Yeah,
he was there last year. Yeah, he shot me. I know that.
But he's starting to come into his own. You know, he's starting to get some spins. They're getting some playing time, and I don't know him, but I hear he's a great kid. You know, just a soldier, comes, does work, takes his lumps like a man. You know, and he's doing well for him. Gets in the snake, handles business. They tie it up, score 1-1.
I learned this week that Carthy actually practices twice a week, and he's a super dedicated paintball player. I thought it was the complete opposite of him. I thought he didn't play at all, and he was just lazy and smoked a bunch of cigarettes. He's always like ill too. But yeah, I was at Chris Spina's store, and he's like, he works there, and Spina's like, he practices twice a week, going shooting drills, and.
Let's look at this breakout. There it is, Brown getting out there to insert bunker on the snake side. They double up that back center and then immediately get out to the inserts. Just, real calm, shooting their guns. Then you're looking at CEP. Widespread. There are only 4 bodies for them off that break. But then they just start losing bodies, man. You're getting guys dying out of their bunkers.
Yeah, goal number 1 if you're a new team coming up is everybody get to their spot. You know, and then take a quick breath. Don't get overwhelmed by the second.
So Damage has been, they advanced to the semis in the first event, didn't advance in Chicago, went 2-2, and then in Jersey 5-1 for the event, and they win the whole thing. So they've just been kind of ramping up,
The Damage is a team that anytime can win an event and anytime can not make a Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, their 7-mans are just like that too.
I think this, again, I've been talking a little bit about this. I think it's consistency. You can't teach it. It's just something that comes with experience. It's part of experience.
It's really hard now that teams are good. Like, everybody's at the same kind of level.
Yeah.
There's 4 or 5 teams up there that are almost the exact same.
Yeah.
There's only 4 spots. So everybody got to rotate out.
4 spots.
Yeah. You're having a bad weekend. It's not like you used to have a bad weekend and be like, we're still going to make it. We're just having a bad weekend.
Yeah.
We might win it if we get to Sunday.
Yeah.
Now it's like, we might not get to Sunday.
Yeah. It's like, well, we suck, but we made it in. Don't give a good team a second chance. But no, it's not like that anymore. All right, so here we go. You're looking at tripling up that back center just briefly, and then now El Yusuf making his way out.
There we go, all 5. Made it. Dorito 1. Chattanooga's in that Dorito 1.
Yeah, it's a good field position for Chattanooga right now. Referee getting in there checking them out, though.
Tampa Bay is all in the back. They have all 5 of the back spots. Now they go.
And El Yusuf coming off an injury. He was
got
injured
his afro
for a while.
puff. Something just blew up off of him. Or off the ground.
I think he might have dove on the ball. So El Yusuf now in Snake 1. He's shooting crossfield. And you're looking at El Yusuf on your screen. Now El Yusuf making the move.
Now this guy's got to know where El Yusuf is in the snake. The guy on the Dorito side.
We'd hope so.
Yeah. Get over. There we go. Get in here with him. That stops El Yusuf being playing so loose that he can wrap around and shoot your Dorito guy.
Yeah, and it's Keen right now.
Oh, you can't lose that guy over there. Chattanooga loses their Dorito guy.
Oh, yeah, he was in a really good spot, and again, if you're in a good spot, just you need to be playing paintball and you need to be aggressive, but pick and choose your gunfights.
Yeah, it's 4-on-4 now. Tampa lost a guy too out of the back left. So Yusuf got Dave behind him now, which is a huge gun, and playing in front of Dave is awesome. Amazing.
Yeah,
because everybody's in at all times.
Yeah, and the guy and Dave talks all the time. Yeah. So
sometimes it's an Indian, and you can't really understand, but no. Dave is probably one of the premier bat guys in the game.
Well, we say this a lot on the webcast, and it's an Alex Frazee quote, but that's why you pay Dave Baines.
Yeah.
Anytime he has a good game, that's what you're going to hear come out of my mouth.
Would you like a Slurpee?
So right now,
Dave is about to have a kid, too.
Yeah.
So everybody out there, see him, congratulate him.
Did they already have a kid? Or?
No, he's about to. Devin Baines, they're going to name him.
Devin Baines. Yeah, he's got a boy on the way. Nikki's got a girl on the way.
Maybe they'll hook up.
18 years from now.
And if you people can hear the wind in the background, that's because me and Maddie are freezing.
Freezing up here. And I'm just hoping it's going to get warmer, but the sun has just been teasing us all morning. So you're looking at the snake battle going down right now between Keen and El Yusuf. Keen for Chattanooga. He's the closest to you on your screen right now in the orange and black. And he is trying to get a shot cross field at the two players for damage on that Dorito side. Damage playing slow and methodical.
This is where experience really, in these long points, experience from Tampa Bay damage is going to help them out a lot.
Yeah.
I would, if I were betting, I'm a betting man myself, I am.
Yeah, it's like, wait, if you were a betting man?
I would bet that Chattanooga will make the first mistake in this.
Well, get out of here.
And a guy runs the Doritos, and he makes it. But hey, he's in there.
Well, this is where you prove yourself,
yeah.
though. It's like we talk about, if you want glory, you got to steal it from somebody that's better than you.
True. Now, they're the exact same spots. The field is exactly the same. No, maybe the guy's not mirrored with Dave. He should actually get out here and mirror Dave.
Yeah, except Keen is shooting inside, and El Yusuf's owning this tape line right now. He's owning the sidelines.
I think El Yusuf knows he can't shoot that Dorito guy with that can in the way, so.
Yeah.
And that Dorito guy has an advantage on him.
Now, I think Dave Baines is in a better position here, obviously, because he's in the insert bunker right behind.
He's got the CP guy stuck in that little...
Yeah, you can see on your screen now. Look at Dave Baines. His gun is up, out the side. He's helping El Yusuf. He knows he's just tippy-tapping that bunker, making sure that El Yusuf owns that sideline. And look, El Yusuf just checks off.
El Yusuf's starting to freak me out a little bit here. He's trying to wrap and...
Well, he's not really getting shot at too much, so...
If he tries to get up and run, he will be.
Yeah, I mean, it's a small gap. And you're looking at, look at the Dorito player.
If he stayed low, he could get across.
Top right-hand portion of your screen, CEP's player is just gunned up on El Yusuf right now. Paintball's a game of angles, man. It's all about those cross-field shots.
Now this guy's playing straight ahead of him, so El Yusuf's got to play a little bit more keen on him. On Keen, I think.
No pun intended.
Nope.
So... You're looking at the Keen El Yusuf battle going on right now as Rumsey El Yusuf is trying to wrap around and get a shot on that Dorito side. And look at that it's a small gap to the 50-yard line snake, but that being said, he has two guns on him from the opposite side of the field.
So if I was in the situation of El Yusuf, just from my time, is I would try and put the Dorito guy now, just run him. Just run him now.
Oh, and he gets shot, though. It looks like, yeah, Robbie Goldsmith getting shot.
Yeah. As soon as that Dorito guy was dead, I would have ran the snake guy.
Bad death for Robbie over there. I really like Robbie.
Because Dave's not going to come down here and run him.
Yeah.
And you have Dave here as your safety valve. Even if you don't get him, Dave's not going to lose to this guy in the snake, probably.
Well, and now that's one gun off of him.
Yeah.
So now Rumsey can really try to get something going over here. And the player on the Dorito side of the field for backs retreats for CP. Is he picking up paintballs already? See, this is
inexperience.
This is the inexperience right here, man. And then Keen just looks over the top, gets smoked by Dave Baines.
Don't forget about the guy in the little pillow here. Oh, no, he's the only guy left.
And here they come.
They're not going to forget about him now.
So Fife and Keen over here on the snake side could not get it
CP flinched
done.
first.
Yeah, well, that's what you said.
Yeah.
The longer the point goes, the more likely that Tampa Bay Damage is going to win the point.
Yeah.
These guys have just seen, they've seen those situations. I mean, how many times has Dave Baines been in that long point?
Did you see Tampa guys run out of paint? Not one
times.
Tampa guy ran out of paint.
No, exactly. And that is my biggest pet peeve. It drives me crazy up here when I see these guys consistently run out of paint, It's like, you can't do that. If you're listening out there, guys, first of all, carry enough paint out there to do your job. Second of all, have the mental composure to realize how much ammo you're going through, man.
And if you haven't hit him in the first 4 pods, stop shooting that much paint at him.
Yeah, and it's just so frustrating to see these guys get to a spot where it's like, look, you're going to have longer points sometimes. All right, so you're looking at this. This is the replay right here. So Keen in there shooting towards the Dorito side. And Rumsey.
See, that's just a... Why'd he come over the top? What was he going to do? Shoot Dave? Who's shooting straight at him?
Well, and also that's just a great shot by Dave. I mean, he really didn't give him much. You know, he just boom popped over. But that's all. That's why you pay Dave Bates. That's why you do it. He's pretty solid. So the score is now 2-1 in favor of Damage. 12 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. In case you just tuned in, you're watching Tampa Bay Damage take on Chattanooga CEP. I'm Matty Marshall, and I'm up here with Davey Williamson, former Team Dynasty, former Miami Effect. I mean, he's former Ironman, world champion. A lot of accolades, Dave.
Not too bad.
Had a decent run.
CP needs to really make sure they don't lose this point fast. This could get away from them quick here.
So if you're CEP and you're the coach in there, what are you saying to those guys?
You know, it's a good point. We made a mistake. Let's get in that same breakout.
Hey,
everybody,
you kid, carry more pain.
Yeah. Or, hey, dummy. When you're down to one pod, stop shooting it. I'm sure I'd use different words. But they really need to make sure they go out here and this point can't get away from them. If Tampa they've got that little step, if they get that roll going, it's going to be hard to catch them. I think this is why you never see them get 7-0'd really by teams, because they play half good. Like, you're like right there, and then there's a mistake.
Yeah, and but you need to play 100%, man. This is, this is the pros. This is the World Cup. These are the best teams in the world, and the windows are very small and they close quickly, and you have to really be diligent about every aspect of the game. You have to have enough paint. You have to really worry about that. Don't get penalties. Have a good game plan. Scouting. I mean, there's so much that goes into being a good team. They go for 3-1 on the break.
I'll tell you what, they're not shy about trying stuff. He didn't make it though.
Well, I mean, again, it's like you said at the beginning. They got nothing to lose, right? So go out here, play with reckless abandon. You got nothing to lose.
Did they shoot 2 Damage guys, or I don't see a 5th guy? 1, 2, 3. I only see 3. Can you find a 4th guy?
No, I can't.
Oh, there's walking off. It's Brown. They shot this whole side on the break. They shot Brown and Smith on the break.
Great job by CP rolling those guns off the break.
But then you let the guy run down the Dorito side.
And it looks like Edwards the younger.
Lack of communication right there. Now he's in the 50 Dorito. This guy's in trouble now. Yep. Oh, trade out though. They traded out. It's 2-on-2.
And he tries to come off crafty like.
Spencer back from his bout with cancer.
No, he's not. Spence is still out.
Isn't he right there playing?
No, Spence is. They have his headband on as to give him support. And we do wish him the best. So look at the CEP now into the 50-yard line. This is a big point for them. They could tie it up right here.
If he can shoot that guy right there, it'll be huge.
Yeah, shattering paint though.
McCarthy back there. This is what he practices, I guess, being in these little bunkers, snap shooting.
I mean, this is why you practice, though. When you get in this situation at the World Cup, get a chance to tie it up against Damage. This is why you do drills. This is why you play.
Don't lose this fight, kid.
Tense moments, man. This is tense moments right now for CEP.
This guy from CP needs to get in the game.
He needs to get in the game.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
At least shoot at Carthy.
Hiding in the back.
He can't even see that guy in the tower. There's an X in the way.
But you know what I think this might speak to is the dominance of Mike Carthy in his gunfights, man.
He's not even shooting at him.
No, he was.
I know, but
a couple seconds ago.
Oh, there we go. That's not a bad move. Getting in that little Aztec.
Well, look at that. Carthy finally gets off.
Look at the guy holding the gun over his head. That's experience right there. Yeah. If you're not 7 foot, make yourself 7 foot. That would be nothing worse than getting shot in the gun while doing that. Oh, and Chattanooga guy gets a red.
Oh, and a major penalty.
I disagree with that major penalty right there.
So Fife.
That is ridiculous.
I wasn't looking that way. I was looking over here at Carthy. What did you see?
The ref points at his back. The kid has no idea he shot back there, and the guy throws a red because he doesn't hear him. Literally, I can't hear my whole crowd yelling at me.
Yeah, so Fife drawing a penalty here, and that means that CEP is going to have to play down a body, and they're going to go down 3-1. So unfortunate turn of events for CEP as Fife drawing that penalty, and nice job by Mike Carthy.
Yeah, solid Mike Carthy.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of mistakes. You really don't want to gunfight him because he's one of the best shots in the game. Let's check out this. You're looking at the breakout here. This is CEP, real aggressive on that Dorito side all the way to Dorito 1. And they get out to the Dorito on the snake side back corner. And then right now you're looking at Damage, and they go all the way to snake 1. And then on the stunts, immediately fill out. Really love that replay from the eye in the sky.
What's great about that is that Tampa Bay tried something and still won the point. which is great.
That bodes well for them.
Yeah, you get to try to go see if you make a snake one on the break. He didn't.
You have to feel that out in the event. You know, it's one of those things that we can practice, but until you're on that exact layout, you know, and you really go, because the angles change. They're minute changes, but a lot of times it makes a big difference. Paintball's a game inches.
Well, Tampa Bay has a serious luxury here going into tomorrow, is the fact they can try a lot of stuff out in this game that you couldn't risk in the first 3 games.
Yeah.
You know, you're probably going to get this game. You're probably going to get the bye. You know, you can just be like, well, let's see if we can make the spot. Because in practice, everybody makes everything for some convenient reason. Did I hit you? No, you bounced me.
Well, first of all, you do have bouncy paint sometimes, and no refs is a big deal.
It's funny, that bounce is still on your leg.
Really? I didn't even bounce you. Are you sure? Nah, man.
No, you were behind me.
That bounce is still on your leg, yeah.
No, that was later in the
you were
game.
behind me. You were like 3 feet behind me, man. I saw the screen. Okay, man. All right, sure. Sure.
So they bring out the paid one, Dave Baines, for this 4th point, or 5th point.
So Dave Baines going to have that big gun in the back.
Looks like El Yusuf is going up the center. So I think Tampa is starting to try stuff.
Smart. I do the same thing.
No, the 3 in the back.
So they triple up the back center.
See now, then they lose their guy wide. Now see, if you were Chattanooga takes a guy in the goggles.
And CEP didn't even have a guy in the back corner or back center.
There's 2.
They immediately go double up the insert bunker. And then now look at this damage is just charging up the Dorito side. Chad Boussier on fire. So Chad Boussier, who haven't really heard me say his name a lot so far this event, but
he's real good.
So good.
He's probably one of the best running and shooting guys out there.
He's such a dominant, aggressive player.
Right.
He's one of those guys that somehow maintains his consistency, but riding the aggressive line, which is so rare.
I want to speak to the point of the breakout there with Chattanooga. If you have a little bit more composure and you take that last 2 seconds to peek around the A, you would have saw that 3 of those guys looked like they were standing in the center of the field.
Yeah, and here comes Dave Baines coming up that center. And
he's about to shoot his own buddy.
As Chad cleared out the entire team.
Yeah. And he's running. They want to score these points of the penalty. They want to keep the penalty.
Yeah, so CEP has that major penalty. And it looks like that score is going to be going to 4-1 in favor of Tampa Bay Damage.
So Damage is not taking anything for granted. They want to go to tomorrow with the highest points, 4 wins.
Just running that score up, baby.
Get that morning break, get that break in the morning.
Yeah, and you're looking at Chad Boussier on your screen right now with, you know, again, man, it's really hard in this game at this level to be consistent and aggressive at the same time. A lot of times you get guys like Mike Carthy or Dave Baines who are really consistent. Let me get to that in a second. First, we'll see this replay on the breakout. So, you know, again, 4 players for CEP. Look at that. No one in the back center. They double up the insert bunker over here on the Dorito side of the field. Boom. Guy immediately gets Cyclops, though. Smack. He comes off. So, and then on the opposite side, you have Tampa Bay Damage. And Tampa Bay Damage tripling up the back center and then immediately on the stunts coming out. So good job by rolling their guns and Tampa Bay Damage handling business. But yeah, like I was saying, Davey, I mean, you know, you played the game for a long time. It's so hard to be aggressive and consistent at the same time.
Usually you get your aggressiveness, but you're not consistent guy.
Yeah.
Like you're like, okay, this guy's super aggressive, but he makes it 50% of the time.
Yeah. You know, and it's one of those situations where, again, a lot of times the consistent guys are like, you know, the Mike Carthys.
Yeah, the insert guys, the back guys, the guys that don't have the stress of running really far on the break.
Yeah, you know, they're not.
It's like Lane Wright used to say, I can only run as fast as I can run. So I'm running as fast as I can. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. It's not like I'm not trying hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out there, man.
In fact, Lane used to say he liked to get shot on the break because then no one would blame him. I ran fast.
And he was real fast. Yeah. Real fast. All right, so score 4-1, 21 seconds to go here before the start of this next point. 9 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock.
Still a minute almost left on that penalty, too. So Chattanooga's really under the gun here to do something.
Next up,
Tanaka 0-4 here.
Yeah, this is big point for CP, and we talk about this a lot. 3-point spread.
Right.
You know, paintball, game of momentum, and you really don't want to let the game run away from yourself. And once it's just mentally it's a hard knock when you go down those 4 points.
Especially when one of them was a super long point.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay is just feasting now. The blood's in the water. They just ran almost with a 50 Dorito on the break.
Oh, they're starting to get their legs under them, you know. Yeah. And CP just doesn't really have an answer, especially down a body.
Oh,
you know?
He's dead. They got one guy.
There's no one.
Two on 4.
No one on the snake side at all for CEP right now. They only have 2 bodies
Jason
left
Edwards
alive.
is going to figure this. Is that Jason Edwards? That's Jason Edwards right there. He's going to figure this out real fast. And that's it. That's all 5 Chattanooga guys.
So the Edwards brothers just running the Dorito side.
That's got to be said, playing with your little brother. That's probably really, they probably play really good together.
You'd think.
well, you know, you're a little bit didn't say anything back to you.
Well, it's also funny because, you know, the elder is 13, the younger is 31, so that's kind of cool. Though the elder is substantially more yoked than his younger brother. But they're both great, man. And Jason Edwards is just, talk about consistency out of a back guy. Wow.
And he took a little bit of a break this season to get a job, didn't he? He's a police officer now?
Yeah, so let's look at the breakout here. And great spread by Damage is, again, they're just not having any issues getting players out off the break and just doing a real good job of rolling their guns. And on the flip side, CEP, again, playing down a body as, Tampa Bay Damage is scoring quick points.
Yeah.
As they're up.
Which is great for us because it's freezing up here.
Yeah. Well,
if they could score faster, it would be awesome.
I try to keep my mind on sunny San Diego.
I like your hood on the ear things. I need to do that too.
You need to upgrade.
My hood's not big enough. Falcons got to make bigger hoods.
All right, so
sunny San Diego would be nice. Every tournament in the world should be in sunny San Diego.
I agree.
If land wasn't so expensive, we're in the middle of nowhere in Polk.
Yeah. Yeah, land is, even in the downturn of the economy, is still at a premium out in San Diego.
It is really cool. Next to us is a big breast walk thing going on. Breast cancer walk.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you saw that this morning. There was thousands of people back there.
Really? Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some kind of walk.
Super early.
I came in a little late, like I have every day.
30 seconds.
So, I mean, what do you do if you're Tampa? I mean, what do you do if you're Chattanooga here,
Well, at this point, if I'm Chattanooga, what I would be saying to my boys is, hey, keep your heads up, and I'd be probably using some expletives. But I'd be like, look, keep your heads up, boys, because, look, the road is long.
I would try and pick a goal. Like, let's see if this game can be 2 minutes. Let's work on this. Let's get the guy out of the box. Let's see how we can do this.
Small achievements.
So you got to get out of the back center. Let's make a spot for him coming out.
Ultimately, I want to keep my guys' mind on positive things. It's like, look, we're a new team coming into the league this year. We've had some really scrappy games. We've earned a lot of respect. Let's focus on trying to let's take risks. Yeah. Who cares if we get shot at this point? I mean, there's still a ton of time left. So realistically, they're about to get their body back and see if he can make it out alive here.
He should be able to. There's no one even close to him.
Look at El Yusuf on your screen right now. El Yusuf is rolling his gun, trying to get a shot, and he doesn't make it, though. So
it's a long way to shoot. You got to be pretty close to that penalty box.
Yeah, that's a real far shot. So CEP able to make it out alive. So they have 5 bodies strong right now.
Chad right in that Dorito again. Dave up the center. And that means that whole side's locked down. Oh, the guy gets in the snake as Dave was filling because he wasn't going to get in there after that.
No. Yeah, that's a good move.
El Yusuf right around. See, I like that. El Yusuf, the Tampa Bay guys do that a lot. Instead of having the first guy fill, they fill around the second.
Yeah, it's a tit for tat move.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah. So now El Yusuf, he's rolling his gun towards the Dorito side.
And he's going to shoot this guy filling this tower, or the Dorito.
Oh, but look at this. Disaster
Shot
strikes.
the back left guy.
And all of a sudden, 2 guys walk off at the same time for CEP. Right. They do make a move on the Dorito side. They're able to get to Dorito 1. You see it on your screen there, top right-hand portion of your screen. Dorito 1.
Chattanooga guy is in the Army stance, little green Army man stance.
Look at this big move by Chad Boucher, but he gets smoked down, but he's able to take out Fife.
And El Yusuf's going to come down. Protect your guy in the snake.
Who's he got behind him? I think that's Holiday.
Oh, nice shot, just like that.
So El Yusuf, he's been clocking in this morning,
out. It's 2 on 2.
Finally he gets shot.
2 on 3. You got the younger Edwards is on that Dorito side, I think. If he can find him. Little shot I would try right here if I was in this snake is I try and bounce it off that can into him. That looks like it's an easy bounce shot.
Which is another thing that you can do.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could do that right now because
it's so brittle.
It's so brittle, it's so cold.
I don't know if it's as windy up down there as it is down here, but you can use the wind to your advantage too to get the paintball to go right in.
Definitely curveballs in for sure. So we got
these two are. Is this Keen right here in front of us?
Mm-hmm.
He's playing a solid game. I got to say, if you're going to look somebody for Chattanooga to really grow with, it's this guy. He's making it in here. He's playing consistent.
Keen balls, man. Keen's definitely a baller. Daniel Keen.
That was a mistake on his part, but that's going to happen. He's trying to do too much.
And we jinxed him. How often does that happen?
Oh, yeah.
All the time.
It's like watching an NFL game, guy. This guy hasn't missed a field goal in 5 years. Shank.
And wide right.
Yeah, wide right. Oh, now he has. Thanks. So we've got to be 6-1 here. Tampa's going to hang. Dave is doing his little walk. And what he's looking for? Food, maybe. He's going to go talk to the ref or something.
So Dave Baines, I think he's talking to his coach or somebody on the sidelines trying to get some info. I mean,
they're just staring somebody down.
Damage is playing great, man. I mean, they 7-2 to X Factor yesterday. They 6-3 to Infamous. They 7-1 Nexus, and they're about to. I mean, we'll see how this ends up. There's still 5 minutes and 21 seconds, but it's about to be 6-1.
I think this is where the ref should be able to blow the horn. What are you going to make the fans sit here for 5 minutes while no one blows anything?
Yeah, I hate when this happens.
Chattanooga doesn't want to blow because they don't want to play another point. Tampa doesn't want to hang it because they don't want to play another point. I don't even know where the guy is with the flag.
He's hiding. Oh, I hear a horn.
Yep, there goes 2 minutes. He was hiding really well because I couldn't see him.
I couldn't see him either.
He was hiding in the open. That's the worst place to be.
So as we hit the 5-minute mark, the score is going to be 6-1. Tampa Bay damage. And it's been all damage. Been all Tampa Bay damage.
Except for that first mistake, this game would have been 7-0.
Yeah. And
they should have won that first point.
Yeah, right now I have to say the favorites, still a lot of paintball to be played, and we still have all of afternoon's competition. You have to watch. I mean, obviously we got Ironman coming up. Who knows what sort of game they're going to bring?
They're 1-1
this afternoon. Yeah, they're 1-1. They took down Shock yesterday, and then they lost to Impact 7-5. And Impact actually was down 0-3,
right,
and ended up coming back to win that match.
Wow.
But then
Impact is notorious for that.
But then Impact got smoked by Vicious 7-3.
Who got beat by Dynasty 7-0 earlier. so
it's a wild and crazy paintball world that we live in.
So if you were to give the tournament away right now, it's Tampa.
Pretty much.
Because they're the only one doing the same thing every game, beating the brakes off people.
Yeah, well, and Dynasty, I mean, you can't do any better than 7-0-7-0. And
having all 4 of your games done is a huge advantage, and knowing you've won all 4.
Oh, of course, yeah. Damage. Who knows? Let's see what sort of game Dynasty's going to bring this afternoon, but it doesn't get any better than 14-0.
That's why I kind of don't really like the schedule as much right now, because teams like Tampa are done already. Before some teams even play their third game. Obviously that would have, if you would have done morning, afternoon, morning, kind of switch back and forth.
Yeah,
it'd have been a little bit more even.
Yeah,
and Gale Force wins. So we got 12 seconds to the next point, and Chattanooga's now back to full strength. 5 on 5.
Let's see if they can play clean, because they're going to come aggressive right now. They got nothing to lose, 6-1.
And this is that fast line. They got Carthy is the only guy in the back that really does any stopping.
Yeah, Dave's sitting.
Yeah, you got the Edwards brothers on the Dorito side. And it looks like they're playing with all the confidence in the world.
As well they should
The younger Edwards is just running around. His brother's right behind him.
Well, how good does it feel to come out of a prelims just smashing everybody,
You get exponentially better.
Sometimes.
Because as you're beating people, you just nobody can shoot me.
Confidence, yeah.
The moves you would never make in the practice, you're like, I'm just going to run over there and shoot that guy on the run.
I'm just running things now.
This guy's in trouble. This can was a bad spot to go to in a situation like this.
So Smith is now in the snake, and he is chopping down that Dorito side. They have Chattanooga has a player in the back corner.
The younger Edwards just fell down in the open and no one shot him, and then he just crawled into that spot. When it's going your way, it's going your way.
Yeah, then it's going Damage's way right now.
Yeah, and that's like a straight goggle hit from, I don't know who shot him in the goggles.
They did lose Brown, but still, they have 4 guys alive, and they got great field position. And
maybe he was just tired of playing.
So, here comes Smith.
That looked really like he was really trying hard to go down that snake. He's jogging.
Smith is going to put the exclamation point on this game right now.
He's got to see his back.
I was going to say, there he goes.
And now Jason Edwards is going to run 50 yards to do...
Well, I thought he was just going to streak down. There he goes. So Jason Edwards cutting up that center.
Jason Edwards looks really fit. He lost some weight.
Well, I was actually, can you remember when he first came up, he was a little chunky, but now he's yoked.
Yeah.
He's like Chalk Diesel 180, 6'1".
Yeah. And he gets to carry a gun.
That's got to be kind of fun.
Sweet.
So that is going to do it for this matchup as Damage takes down CEP.
Jason Edwards just showed somebody a hit and then kind of didn't want to hang the flag.
Yeah, so just a little quick check. It's smart.
And the other guy, you hang it.
Yeah. A triple handoff.
Yeah, I can't hang it.
Yeah, I might have caught one here. You take it. Well, I might have caught one. No, give it to Carthy. He's been in the back chilling this entire
Carthy is good.
Carthy's real good, and we know he didn't get shot.
Yeah.
So Carthy is going to hang that flag as signaled by the referees, and Tampa Bay Damage, incredibly dominant performance so far here at the World Cup as they are going to go.
Like 1 point the whole.
Well, let's see. They've only given up. They gave up 2 to X Factor, 3 to Infamous, and 1 to Nexus. So only 6 points in 4. I mean, dominant. 5. Yeah, it's dominant performance.
They might have only lost more points than Chattanooga has won.
Yeah, so super dominant performance by Damage. They're our favorite right now, but still Dynasty to play this afternoon. But do not go anywhere. Next up, we have X Factor taking on London Nexus. I'm Matty Marshall and David Williamson, and we will be right back. Do not go anywhere.
Oh.